Good afternoon, fellow students. Welcome to the subject Teaching Learning Resources 2. This subject is for third year students, those who are exiting DJP, DPP, and and also for the bachelor's degree. I think they are should be in the second year. Is able to do this subject. So actually, as you see on the screen, the course this subject are for these courses DPPE, DJPE, BED, and BES. So this contact session class is based on examination for 2020. So, this presentation will cover for all three examination papers, April, August, and November supplementary examination. So, pay attention carefully. So, if you will miss next year exam for April, you will still use the same video presentation to prepare your August examination in 2020 and in November 2020. So please pay attention, very careful. So I'm just going to mention main details, okay, the main important things for your examination. Thank you. Yes, if you can see on the screen, my name is ML Lucas Kahare, and all of you are familiar with me, and most of you have been calling me for you will call me for, to answer your questions when you will be doing your assignment for you to qualify to write this examination for 2020. So examination content. It's actually teaching and learning resources too contains 7 units. 7 units for all 4 courses. For DPPE, for DJPE, B Honors, and BES. Each has, each course, you have your own study guide, teaching learning resources too. But they have a common learning outcome, so they don't differ much. So which means now this presentation is just combined for all your study guides, and all your study guides has up to 7 units, Unit 1 up to Unit 7, and we are going to look at each unit. So we are going to look at each unit, what is there, Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So just to summarize, and actually the presentation is going to be 1 hour, okay, 60 minutes. So you know that, so it's impossible for me to cover all the contents in these 60 minutes, but I will just focus on the main points, what is needed. So my advice to you is, so if you want to do well in the examination next year, so you have to revise all your assignment questions, okay? I know that you will be writing an assignment, or you already started writing the assignment, which is to be submitted January 2020, and another one I think should be in June 2020. So please, when you are doing your assignment, do it proper and understand the questions, because the examination will reflect on your assignment. And you also, you have student portal. I think that, yes, IOL has student portal in which students can log in and get most of the resources. So if you look at that learning, that portal is part of the subject teaching and learning, because when you are there, you are able to get resources. Your, for example, past question papers are there, assignments are there, and also maybe you can communicate with your friends. So that's also part of teaching and learning. So please log into your student portals to download your past papers, past examination papers, and your assignment and past assignments. Go through the questions, and just master it very well. That is for your exam preparation. So that is just my advice. And okay, as I said this already earlier, that this presentation will focus on 4 study guides for 4 courses. Okay, DPPE, DJPE, BE-Ed, and BES. So they just integrated, just in short. So without wasting time, let's just start with Unit 1. So before we start with Unit 1, I just want to know, how do you understand this concept? I mean, you are teaching a learning resource. So how do you understand it? So why are you doing this subject, this course? Why? So why are you registered for teaching a learning resources? And how will you use it in your career as a teacher? So as a student for education, I mean, as you are trained to become a teacher and educator in your community, in your society, it is very much important to be familiar with resources, okay, where you are able to get resources which will help you to teach your content subject. How will you use those resources? You know that in modern days, like nowadays, education is being influenced by digital technology. Now we are talking about education 4.0, in which everything is being influenced by technology. So it's very much important for teachers to be equipped with knowledge and understanding about resources, teaching and learning resources, where to get those resources and how should you handle those resources. For example, in Unit 1, actually, if you look at on Unit 1, the topic is general and creative resources suitable for different learning area or subject. So there are some resources that will help you to teach each subject. For example, so if you want to teach English better, maybe if you want to teach mathematics, or you want to teach natural science, or you want to teach geography, or whatever subject, there are suitable resources for that specific subject. So you have to go and find such resources so that you will use it in your subject. I mean, to make your teaching or facilitation more interesting to students. So here just few concepts, few notes about like the use of newspaper and magazine as a creative resources in teaching different subjects such as English, math, and environmental study. So here they are giving you an idea on how to use newspaper and magazine to help you teach English, to help you teach environmental studies, to help you teach mathematics. Yes, I know that in your study guide, some study guide have natural science, and also some study guide have social science. So, but anyhow, so I just took each one. I mean, so it's just the same, okay? But here I'm giving example for English, mathematics, and environmental study. So environmental study, I think yeah, if you look in other study guide, is written natural science. Yes, I think it's just common. Yes, so these are just an example they are giving you. So the newspaper which you buy every day for $3 or $5, so please don't throw it away. That is a suitable resources for you to help teach English in your class. Okay? And also the magazine will also help you to facilitate your lesson very well in your class. For example, here they are giving you the benefit of reading magazine. So they're saying that it can improve learners' critical thinking skill and serve as motivator. And when a learner learns to read critically, he has figured out how to draw inferences and evaluate what he has read. So that is one of the importance of using magazine in teaching. So I think this one prefer for English. And yes, anyhow, yes, it can fall for all three subjects because reading can improve critical thinking of learners. So always, those newspapers that you or magazine that you have, you can take them in your class and give learners. Maybe you can take just a page and make a copy and then give it to each and every student in your class to read. And in this, they will learn on how to pronounce words and so forth. So yes, to continue that the teaching benefit of using magazine. They're saying that magazine, such as for example radio and television, help motivate learners to improve their reading skill and critical listening capabilities. Magazine contain most colorful pictures and illustration. Learner know its features and enjoy reading, and from which he or she will also learn. So if you look at, in magazine, there are a lot of pictures and colorful pictures. Maybe there is a picture of, maybe there is, in magazine, there are many, like a communication media, they are putting in maybe the pictures of maybe politicians. Yes, some politicians also, they can be published there. So, and also maybe the pictures of a building, like maybe a newspaper, and so on. So in this, learners, when they look at that colorful picture, yes, they're able to understand and enjoy the pictures. And so if the pictures looks nice, so the learners will have interest and they want to know more. What is this picture all about? And also by looking at the picture, now learners can debate on that. No, I think this picture is someone, the name of this politician or the name of this celebrate. And there are a lot of musicians in our country. So, and they are being published also in a magazine. So on that point, so learners, they will be able to watch and debate the name of that artist or the name of the song and so on. So in this, you are increasing the thinking capacity and the capability of learners. So yes, the other things you can read on yourself. Yes, there are a lot of facts there. I just put a lot of facts. So please, the use of newspaper in magazine teaching. So you can just go read this for yourself there. Since we don't have enough time, I'm just going to pick up the main points. So let's just go also for use of newspaper. The use of newspaper in magazine in teaching mathematics. You know that in newspapers there are some publication maybe about weather forecast or the amount of rainfall or the cost of products. In newspaper they publish like those shops like the shop like Game, ShopRite, and so on. They publish products, okay, and then they put them there with their price and so on. So this will you can give it to learners to calculate the sum, okay. Maybe you can tell, okay, now here's the price of one bread, here is the price of a TV, here is the price of a laptop or a computer. Please add all the price together. So now in this, learners will have that interest because when they see the picture of a bread, the picture of a computer or whatever, or maybe a picture of toys which they used to play with and their price. So they will so interested. Oh, so I like this toy. So it costs how much? Yes, maybe it's $10. Okay, so I want to buy maybe 5 of these toys or 3 of these toys. So then you can ask them to calculate how much will they spend on those toys. So this is what was important also. You can use this one to teach mathematics. And also, for example, there's a publication of maybe rainfall. Okay, the amount of rainfall or temperature. Let me say rainfall in Rundu, the rainfall in Oshakati, in Katima, in Hobabes, or in Windhoek. Then you can ask them to calculate the sum. Okay, yes, the total, and then from there they can find the average. Yes, you can use it also to help you teach mathematics, newspaper, and magazine. That you see for granted that those are the resources. So I think there are too many resources around you, even at your places, even at your school. Yes, even when you walk around, there are too many resources that will help you facilitate your class and make your teaching very interesting, and learners will be able to understand. And then, and in course, they will like you. So if you teach learners properly and give them encouragement, so you will increase their motive also for them to start further. So that's why, okay, so you are the mentor of these learners, and you have to be very motivated in order for them to continue with their education even up to secondary level and also up to university levels, based on teaching and learning resources that you are giving to them. Yeah, and also here, the importance of photos and pictures and the stories. Yes, we are still in Unit 1. So actually this question also, it's always there, like discuss or analyze how, the importance of photos. How can you integrate photos and pictures and with storytelling to teach learners? Okay, so it's always there. So if you look at here on the learning outcome, the importance of photos and pictures for primary learning and their integration with the storytelling methods. Okay, so those are the one of, so you see that, let me say, maybe you want to, maybe you are teaching about, let me say, history or social studies. Okay, yes, in social study there are pictures of the Namibian heroes like the Samuel Mahareros, Hendrik Witbooi, and then there are stories how they fought for the freedom of this country with the Germany. So now, so it's good for you if you have pictures. Okay, this is Samuel Maharero. I'm telling you that he fought for the German colony and so on. You are teaching most social study. So now these things now, okay, you are telling the story how the war, okay, took place. And now you are showing them the photos of those leaders, okay, like the Samuel Maharare or the Hendrik Witbooi and so on. So you are showing them now. So this will make learners more interested. Okay, said, okay, this is how Maharero looked like and so on. Okay, so that's why they're important, how you can integrate photos and pictures with the storytelling method. Okay, so here, yes, you can read on yourself those notes. So I'm just interpreting how. It's saying that photos and pictures can be used in wide variety of activities such as developing learners' questioning and research skills. Picture only tells part of the story, and the learners can reason what happened just before or just after the picture has been taken. Yes, okay. Yes, picture can tell many stories. For example, maybe you have, for example, a parent, okay, taking the kid to the school. In that time is during early in the morning and it is raining, okay, and then they put on the umbrella, okay, they are walking, and the kid don't want to go to school, okay, screaming, but the parent is just holding the kid to the hand. Please, let's go, let's go, let's go. So you see that now it's a picture, okay? So it's raining, and the parent and the kid are going to school, but it seems like the kid don't want, and then the parent is holding the kid by hand. So it's a picture. Then you can show them to learners. So what is happening? This, so then the learners will conclude later on. So this is the picture. I think this is what happened, and from there maybe the parent took the learner to school and told the teachers they must take care of the learner, and all those, you know, they can discuss furthermore, because learners has good ideas, okay? We think that maybe they can reason, they can't reason better than you. No, they have more reasoning. You know, they can even tell more stories based on the pictures that you are giving them. So now, what can story do now? Story allow learners to explore new ideas and concepts, offer insight into different traditions and values, offer insight into universal life experience, promote a feeling of well-being and relaxation. Yes, that's what it is. So if you are telling them the story and also what happened and so on, so they will they want to know more, okay? And what happened after that, okay? So it will motivate learners to have new ideas and to make them motivated and make them to become more active in lesson learning or in lesson participation. So that is Unity 1. Unit 1 is based on resources. How can you use resources to facilitate or help you teach your lesson, okay? Unit 1, nothing else. You must focus probably, yes, on the use of magazine and newspaper into teaching different subjects. That's Unit 1. And also how you integrate photos and pictures with the stories to make learners learn, to make learners more interested in your lesson. So that's just Unit 1. So let's go to Unity 2. So Unity 2 is based on technology now. Okay? It's based on technology. I say that this is subject teaching, learning, resources. Now here you are about to introduce your learners into the use of computers. So Unity 2 states that the use of computer in primary and secondary setting. So how can you use computers now? So in this, actually, in this unit, all that you need to know, just let the learners know what is a computer, and also they should know different parts of computer, and also let them know what are the advantages of computer and somehow the disadvantage of using computers. So those are the main, learning outcome that you have. So define a computer. What's a computer? And also tell learners know the different types of computers. Okay? And also let learners know different parts. Okay, there should be different types of computers, and different parts of computer are different. Okay, yes, different types of computers like yes, laptop, desktop, yeah, and so on. So I think on these levels, only based on macro computer, okay, on macro computer, nothing that yes, only the computers that we use at home or personal computer like the laptop and the desktop and even your phone, okay, PDA, okay. Your phone is also a computer. There are different types of phone, so those are also computers that is needed for you. I mean, in this unit 2. So as we know that in your study guide, computer defined as a physical electronic device that help speed up our work. Okay? Yes, it helps us to speed up our work. Okay? Electronic physical device that has got input devices, okay, and the output devices. So those are parts, I mean, simple definition of a computer. And also, you know, the different type of computer I said is the laptop, desktop, and the personal computer like PDA and so on. And also the input devices to the computer like the mouse, okay, the keyboard, okay, and so forth. Okay, those are input devices, and also the output devices like printer, yes, a speaker, and output devices. So please let learners know if you are teaching a computer, and also how they should behave if they are in a computer lab. So now, but here let's talk about advantage of computer. Advantage of computers. So computer assistant instruction. Okay, the advantages of computer assistant instruction. In other words, what are the benefits of using computers, okay, to help you do your work? So those are the facts saying that CAI helps to focus the learner's attention and encourage them to spend more on learning tasks, to spend more time on learning tasks. Learner adjusts very quickly to this new method of teaching. Learner receive instant feedback and can self-correct the answer before moving to the next activity. The computer aid as a tutor for learners that fall behind. The computer will repeat the skill until the learner master it. To the educator. So, yeah, those are the main facts. So I just want to summarize that the importance of using computers, it helps you speed up your work, okay, and also make learners, I mean, in learners area, okay, so it makes learners pay more attention, okay, because the computer will let them, I mean, understand the work better, because they can also even, for example, watch lessons like on a YouTube or whatever video just using computer. So then they will have more interest, and also they can also use computer maybe if they are typing their essay or whatever work that you give them. So this computer will make them, you know, enjoy. So somehow, yes, some learners also like playing games, yes, on the computer. Yes, some games are part of the lesson, part of education. And also, computers will have, for example, those learners who did not understand well maybe in the class, and if you are using maybe a PowerPoint slide, yes, they can have the PowerPoint slide and read through later when they are at home or at their time of their convenience, so they can sit and relook at the slide that you use, and this they will learn more. So that's the importance of using computer, because without a computer like our traditional method, so if you just in the class from there, you wrap the information off and so on. So it's very difficult for learners again to get such information. But with computers, because the information is stored. So if the video are being shown, so they can even replay the video over and over and over again, so for them to understand it. And also to the teacher, so yes, it will help you to track down the weakness and the strength of each learner, okay? For example, you can use Microsoft Excel to record the marks of maybe, yes, formative or summative assessment. Yes, you can record their marks and look at maybe in assessment 1, assessment 2, and check which test learner did good or did not do well. So there you can track, okay? So here this learner did not understand because you have record on the Excel sheet. So, and also computer to the educator, it will make you feel confident when you are delivering a lesson. For example, if you are using a PowerPoint, yes, you already downloaded pictures, you just show them and randomly play animation and the learners are able to watch. So everything, for example, if you are telling maybe the stories, maybe for example, yes, in let me say, maybe you are teaching maybe yes, social study, maybe about 10 years ago after independence. I mean, yes, during the independence, maybe how Sam Nujoma gave a speech and so on, and how people welcome to him in Namibia. So, and then you have that video, yes, you can show them, okay, using computer. So the learners able to watch what happened in 1990 or 1991, 1992, they are able to watch using, I mean, video using a computer. So this one, so when you are teaching about Namibian independence as a history to learners, they are able to understand very easily. So that's also advantage to the educator. So we are still on Unit 2. What are the disadvantages now of using computer? The disadvantage of using computer is always like make learners less time to socialize and to learn appropriate social skills, especially when learners are mostly busy on their own. For example, yes, computer, it will make learner even at home. So he or she will just sit alone, maybe playing games or just learning some software or something. So she will spend there during the whole day just alone and with a computer. And this that habit, maybe it will make such a learner less time to socialize or to meet other learners or to play around with other learners. So instead, we'll be just on the computer. And also disadvantage of computers also, so if you are using it, for example, in the class, yes, there are some software that are needed. You know that this computer need Microsoft software. So those are also, expensive. Microsoft package which contain Microsoft Word, Excel and PowerPoint. So they are expensive. Maybe they are $2,000 or $3,000. Okay, for you to have a license to do installation of maybe in all computers in the lab. So such software are expensive, and this is one of the disadvantage of using computers. So if you don't have such software, so you can't teach. Okay, for example, maybe a PowerPoint, because computer don't have Microsoft. Okay, so then you will not able to use computer. And in this case, so it will force school to use fund to buy such software. Okay. So those are just some few. There are a lot of disadvantage and advantage of using computer assisted instruction. Administrative function that can be done with a computer. So what can you do with a computer? There are some administration that you can use. Some work that you are able to do with a computer, like at a school-based level. Yes, you can write. You can use Microsoft Word. Yes, to write letters to parents, give information to learners, and also to process teachers' document, and to do general schoolwork, okay? A lot of schoolwork, like maybe to print question papers, to set up homework, and so on. There are a lot of functions that you can do with a computer. Okay, actually, in some study modules, they listed only the use of Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Access, PowerPoint. Yes, it's also fine. Okay, so the administration function that can be done with a computer in some study guide is listed Microsoft Word, Excel. Yes, it's also fine. So if you give such an answer. So also in some study guides written, yes, they use the administrative function that can be done with a computer is to writing correspondence or letters to parents. Yes, it's also fine. To process documents of teachers, also fine. To do general work of the school, yes, it's also fine. So, how primary learners could be introduced to the use of computers. Okay, we are still in, let me check. Yes, yeah, we are still in Unit 2. Yeah, we are still in Unit 2. Yes, how primary learners should be introduced to the use of computer. So these are the first thing you should do in Unit 2 when you are, for example, if you are assigned to teach learners ICT, information communication technology, which means you must introduce learners different type of computer. That's what I say. They should know different type of computer and their names, parts of the computers, parts like the keyboard, the screen, the monitor, okay, the microphone, the speakers, the keyboard, the mouse, the scanners, okay, the printer, just those basic things. And also you must introduce them on how to type, okay, how to handle the keyboard, okay? You must also teach them. And also you must teach them how they can sit proper, okay? Because some they can bend more and, they will end up back pain or so. And also some of them, they will even look straight, for example, closer with the computer screen, and this will infect their eyes. So they must make sure you must teach them the distance, okay, how far they can stay away from the monitor. So they should not come too closer because some rays may affect their eyes. Yeah, just in how they can use Microsoft Word to type. So how they can use internet, maybe how they can use email. So those are basic things that. So and then how they can be aware of internet safety, okay, because there are some virus, and also there are some hackers. I mean, there are some people who can play with kids, through internet. So if they create maybe some social media, they can send them some email, some message. So they must aware all those, okay? So because nowadays of this time of technology, our kids are doing different stuffs because they are exposed to technology while their parents are not, and they are communicating with outside world. So you must tell them all those kind of things during the introduction to the use of computers. So that's done. Unit 2 is done. So I'm going to be a bit faster because time is not with us. I think I only have 23 minutes. And we still have, how many? 4 units left. So I'm going to speed up. So I'm not going to speak most of the facts. So Unit 1 and 2 is done. Unit 2 is all about computers. I said you must know what's a computer, different type of computer, parts of a computer, and how to introduce learners to the computers, or how they can use computers, and so those are the things. I think all these are in your study guides. Okay. So Unit 3, the use of further educational technology in senior primary and secondary. So now here they are talking about, in extension of introduction to computers, the further educational technology, how can you use them in your teaching, okay? Learning outcome that could be achieved by using the following technologies. Okay, not learners, but learning outcomes that are needed. So here, in addition of now, you introduce learners to the use of computers. Okay, so always after teaching, you must learn. Learners must reflect to what they are, or even new teacher, you must reflect to what you have learned. Okay, so reflection is very much important. So you have taught them how to use computers and how to use a computer, how to type, and different type of computer. Now here, how they can use now other technologies like digital video clips, YouTube, and field trips for them to learn better. So for example, a digital video clip, using your own digital video clip on field trip can give the learner an opportunity to experience the field trip again. YouTube video clip provide learner with a unique view of important current event. YouTube has a vast variety of clips and videos you can choose from. Teachers can use YouTube to teach learners certain mathematical concepts. So for example, if you have a camera, yes, that's also teaching learning resources. Okay, your camera, even your phone, is also teaching learning resources, your phone. Okay, as if you have if you find, for example, how you can also use your phone, okay, this smartphone, as a teaching learning resources. It's very much important because your phone is connected to the internet. Yes, you can download the resources and then connect your phone to a computer and print. Or maybe you can take a picture and from there print it and so forth. So, but here now using a digital video. So, for example, if you are doing maybe an experiment, for example, maybe let me say experiment on, in the field of natural science, maybe the boiling point of water. Maybe you put water in a can and then you are boiling. So and then learners are watching. So you can do a video, okay, clip. So how the waters are boiling, and then from there maybe you take an ice block again, heat the ice block for how long the ice block will change from solid to liquid, and for how long it will change from liquid to gas. So that's experiment, and learners are watching. So you can do, and while you are also explaining, yes, you can take a video on that, and learners can watch later. So they can review the video and watch. So this, it will make learners understand better. And YouTube is internet technology. Yes, you know that www.youtube.com. And from there maybe you are teaching maybe the speech of Sam Nujoma in 1990 or whatever. Yes, you can write there. Then, yes, the video is there. Then you click on it and learners will watch. So that's also. And also maybe you are teaching on mathematics. Let's say on mathematics, let me say on the concepts of algebra. On the concept of algebra, yes, on the concept of algebra, you can write algebra there, and from there, the students can watch how algebra is working. So, Unit 3. So, how to find now here? Unit 3 is about, okay, you know now the computers and the use of the technology, but how to find now the resources? How can you use, internet is available to you, okay? Google's freedom, it's free, your computer connected, how can you use it? So you can use a teaching internet search, okay? If you are teaching on maybe if you want to find lesson plan template, they are there, just write teaching lesson plan template. They are different. So you download one and just edit. From there you print and use that template. Or if you are teaching on algebra, you can use basic algebra, okay, on Google. So yes, it will come. And then you can download. Or if you want it on a PowerPoint presentation, you can write maybe basic algebra PPT. Okay, it will come as a PowerPoint. PowerPoint is PPT. Okay, so then it will come as a PowerPoint presentation. You download it and then you can edit it and then you can use that PowerPoint in your class. So that's how you can use those. And also, there are also assessment examples. So like past question papers, like maybe, okay, question paper for natural science. You can type it there and you can download and so on. So that's how you can use. Unit 3 on online education. Why is the importance of online education? You know that online education is very much important. What is an online education? It's taking a course, okay, on a distance form, like what you are doing. Okay, for example, but now, yes, you can have e-learning, where you can communicate with a facilitator or with a lecturer. Okay, the assignment can be uploaded on a platform, then you download, you work on your assignment, and then upload it, and then the facilitator or lecturer can look at on your assignment and then give comment and send back to you again and see, oh, that is what only. So how now? Okay, this is a good form of learning because students will no longer travel for a longer distance to attend classes. Okay, and also in this form, yes, it also reduces the cost. Okay, and there are many advantages, and also you can take a test online and so on. So these are Unit 3. Okay, and Unit 4, the role of educational resources in inclusive education and assessment. So there are educational resources. How can you use educational resources to include? This is inclusive education. You see that in our class, there are some learners who don't hear. There are some learners who can't see. Okay? There are some learners who can't speak. So now, but they are in the same class with those who can see, with those maybe who can speak, with those who can hear. So how can you use now these educational resources to integrate so that all the learners can be at the same pace? So this technology has made so to do all these things. Okay? So for example, so if those learners who have difficulty maybe with slow thinking or maybe in calculation, yes, you can use technology like a calculator to help them add numbers or subtract numbers. Those who have a problem, for example, maybe they can't hear properly, yes, you can play, for example, the words on the screen of a computer. They can see, okay, that is a computer name, this is the mouse, and so on. So, and so on. For example, those who can see but they can't hear. So those who can see, there are some students can hear, but sometimes can't see. Okay, yes, you can make sound. Okay, all these are just using provide quick feedback that requires learners immediately correct their answers and so on. There are a lot of other things there, inclusive education. So please read them by yourself. And here, 4 is rubric. So the how peer and self-assessment rubric can be used in subject like. So okay, when we define rubric, so like is apply on assessment. How can you use is an assessment tool to guide learners how they should do their assignment. That is a rubric. Okay, there are some points how they can carry out their assignments. Okay, from point 1 to final one. There is instruction, proper clear instruction. That is a rubric in assessment. So there's peers assessment rubric and there self-assessment rubric. So peers assessment rubric is when learners assessing their peers, okay, their fellow learners, how they performed, how they carried out their assignments, okay, by following the rubric layout. And self-assessment rubrics, when learner himself or herself assess her own work using the rubric instruction given. That is the difference. That is Unit 4 now. Okay? And Unit 5. Unit 5 is about management of media in the class and school context. So this is about how you are able, because at school there are resources at school, and these resources must be kept properly for the use. Because if you abuse resources, like you just put computer like that, you just put the chalk like that or whatever scattered, so it's not proper. So you have to have a media, a storeroom where all the resources are stored. And if each teacher needs that resources, you have to go and sign in some information and get that resources. So that is what now management, how school can manage resources allocated to them. So, and in this one, you see that if schools manage resources properly, you know that the government also save money. So here you learn now, okay, in Unity, 5 is about management of resources, okay? And Unity, yes, it's also, for example, there's advantage of using, if you look at on that one, advantage and disadvantage of central media. Yes, please know that one, advantage. All teachers have access to the media storeroom and can take out the media as they need it. Yes, I think that in most of, like in my experience, the previous learner, they know this Unity 5 very well. Please know the advantage and also know the disadvantage. Okay? And also know the alternative. If there is no storeroom, what is the alternative? If you don't have a storeroom media at your school, what is the alternative? Yes, you can use the media card, you can use a storage cabinet in your classes and so on, and other boxes to save your teaching and learning resources. Yes, and also here is very much important, sharing resources within the schools. So how teachers, for example, if teachers teaching the same subject, so how can they share resources? So, okay, here is very much important. You must also know that one. Okay, you must also know that, time is, so it's not with us. You see that I'm speaking too much and the video capture is, you know. So please forgive me that I cannot teach all these 7 units in 1 hour. Okay, so but I'm just doing my best. So, and my time is already over. So you please know this, sharing resources within the schools. So you have to, like teacher teaching in the same grade can divide the workload between them, okay? That is what. Okay. You must learn to share, okay? So if you are teaching the same, and that teacher maybe got another resources, maybe another book for mathematics, and from there you can share how the books are written, and also if this teacher set a test, and test 1, maybe you can also set test 2. So if this teacher set exam 1 in April and the other one will set maybe in August, and many other resources. So if you have maybe books or whatever, you can give to your fellow teacher that, okay, this is what the material which I have. So this is just about Unit 5, about resources. Keeping resources in your school and how to share resources. Okay, that's Unit 5. Unit 6 is about the importance and function of information resources centers in schools. Okay? What is information resources center? Information resources center is simply like a library, okay, or a community library in your, in your town, or a library at your school, where learners can go and get books or past question papers and so on, or magazine or newspaper for them read and help to do their work. And also teachers go there, like Teachers Resources Center is also information resources center there. Teachers go there and get past question papers, or teacher go there and get some new curriculum which are being designed for them to follow. So that's also information resources center. So that's what here in Unit 5. And you should know the function of a library, the function of Teachers Learning Resources Center. What's there? Okay? So please know that. And it's and students also, they know this unit very well, and it's always there. I'm telling you, this one's there, okay? And the classroom should be mini. And so how also can you use your class as a mini resources? Okay, for example, don't only depend that resources is only maybe in the library or Teachers Resources Center or community library, but your class can also, you can make it as a library. because in your class there are books. You can put, yes, in your class you can put, like, yes, on the wall you can put pictures of informations or books also for learners to read. Okay, and also you can put some, maybe a calculator. If a learner is looking for a calculator, it's also the calculator is also available in the class. So learn how to make your class like a mini resource, like where a student can get information. Okay. Lesson Unit 7, the last one, the use of peer tutoring in schools. Here is about peer tutoring, is about choosing good learners, okay, those who understand the content of the subjects, and also they are a bit older than the younger ones, and make them teach others. That's what it means. So, advantage and disadvantage, okay? Advantage of making learners teach other learners, and disadvantage of it, and how you should prepare peer tutoring. Okay, that is in Unit 7. Advantage, please know that one. It requires time. Maintaining quality control, that is disadvantage. And how to set up peer tutoring tutoring system in schools, planning, ration, and all those, you must know that. And also how to maintain peer tutoring system in schools. Make sure that the peer tutoring is working in school. How to maintain it, okay, monitor it effectively. Okay, and as you are maybe a principal or a teacher, you must make sure that things are going well and learners are obeying other learners. Okay, and so all these things. And okay, that is all about our tutorial or our lesson for exam 2020. I hope that you enjoyed the lesson, and I covered most of the main aspects or most of the main facts for teaching and learning resources. So I wish you all the best, and also work on your assignment to be submitted in January 2020, and also prepare well for your examination in April 2020, and study well for you to get good marks. All the best. See you. Bye.